Hey there! So today we have another review. This is a beer courtesy of Firestone Walker, part of the Verse collection. So this is the Brewmasters collection. Thank you so much for signing me up for this insane membership, and I'm really lucky to be trying this stuff out. This is Beauty Everywhere. Beauty Everywhere. So it is a blended stout. So barrel aged, because it doesn't really say that here. But Everywhere collab. What is Everywhere? Oh, Everywhere's a brewery. Jeez, I should look that up. Yeah, they're a brewery. Don't really know too much about them, but a collaborative. Yeah. So it has a 10-year-old Henry McKenna. 9-year-old Elijah Craig, 6-year-old Holiday soft red wheat bourbon barrels. Stout spent 12 months in barrel, and then it's adjuncted with toasted coconut, vanilla, artificial marshmallow flavor. Marshmallows are artificial. Artificial marshmallow. Yeah, there's a natural marshmallow. Anyway, beer comes with really nice kind of dark color. That is very rich and black. I don't even know what color they get. Cafe Noir 200 SRM. Yeah, whatever. Dark as all hell. Yeah. So film sort of like sticking to the glass. On the nose. Yeah, nice. I have a little bit chilled. Definitely noticeable bourbon character. Sort of hits a little bit hot and heaty. And then like underneath, it's got this really beautiful kind of like nutty rose character. Coconut, that's what it is. The coconut, the toasted coconut really pairs well with the bourbon character of the stout. I don't know if I specifically get marshmallow, but yeah, vanilla comes in. So marshmallow, vanilla, yeah. And then just like big, rich bourbon, caramel, coconut. And then you don't really know where the coconut starts and where the barrel starts, right? Sometimes like the coconutty bourbon barrel sort of comes in. Coffee, chocolate. It just smells like really delectable, kind of like a bourbon barrel aged adjuncted stout. So, cheers. It's a little bit chilled, but whew, yeah, that's a sweet boy, but that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, that's a nice one. So I went to the first Pastry Stout of all time. Other half. I don't know if they still throw this festival, but Pastry Town was a festival in New York City. Other half threw it. I think they did multiple iterations of it. I don't know if it's still around, but I went to the first one. And the noticeable thing is it's literally pastry stouts. Let's go. And the fun thing about it was that I sort of got to learn what I preferred in the world of pastry stout. And the one big thing is that the barrel aged versions are always just better. And I can't say that about regular imperial stouts. I can't always say that a barrel aged stout is better than a regular non-barrel aged imperial stout. But something about the barrel character, well, not something, it's obvious. The barrel character just always seems to make more sense, right? You add this heat and the complexity of vanilla and bourbon, blah 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 blah. It just does well with these kind of sweeter adjuncts, and that's what you have here. First impression. This beer is definitely a bourbon barrel aged stout. Shows a nice kind of like bold bourbony heat kind of little thing going on, complexity that shows that it has this kind of like cohesive kind of like bourbony. Again, you just take a sip of a bourbon barrel aged stout versus a non barrel aged stout. You sort of get that just intensity of. Is it always mouthfeel? It's a combination of like mouthfeel, heat, bourbon, vanilla, barrel character that just soaks into the beer. That's the stout that just goes really well, and then around it is just a lot of adjunct character. There's a kind of like caramelly sweetness up front, and then moves into a little bit of like toasted coconut thing, and then a lot of vanilla sort of hits in. The beer is very rich and thick, a little bit light on the carb, so it really elongates the kind of sweetness this beer has. I also get like Werther's caramel, some bourbon bite on the back end, really beautiful toasted coconut character. I'm not thinking of Almond Joy, but I think of Mounds specifically. Chocolate nuttiness, molasses, char, coffee, espresso, chocolate cake. More caramel, peanut brittle, like that caramel rich brittle thingy. sticky toffee, like brown caramel thing, right? That caramel sauce that you put on sundaes, but sticky caramel too. Again, that like kind of like, that caramel that you bite into that's chewy, not the hard, the Werther's butterscotch too, but also the chewy one where it just sits on your tongue and it's just like, and it's got that like big rich caramelly thing to it going on. A little bit of heat on the back end sort of hits the nose. A little bit of ethanol helps dry out the beer quite nicely. It's a big boy. I will say the coconut's a little bit hidden, but that marshmallow is also quite hidden. Yeah, it honestly drinks like a. I wouldn't have guessed all those adjuncts are in there, but the vanilla actually is quite subtle. It doesn't come off like a weird marshmallow thing. It helps accentuate the sweetness of the beer and balance out the heat of the beer. But yeah, I wouldn't guess marshmallow. I would have guessed maybe vanilla or something. But yeah, vanilla, marshmallow, blah, blah, blah. Interesting. Very good beer. This is on the decadent side of barrel-aged pastry stout, but it just does this job, raw and toasted Emperor's coconut, marshmallow, Tahitian. So there is vanilla beans in here. Oh. Yes, they didn't mention that. Tahitian vanilla. Adding adding softness, roundness without tipping into sweetness. Barrel structure leads throughout. Blah 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 blah. Aroma: coconut, vanilla, marshmallow, molasses for sure. Taste: sweet, medium low bitterness. Vanilla bean ice cream for sure. Followed by roasted coconut for sure. Toasted marshmallows, yeah. Medium body. I don't know. Say this is the thick boy. Medium body. What are you talking about? This is viscous. Maybe not full, but it's definitely medium plus a full. It's somewhere between medium plus a full. It's not medium body. Light astringency. I would say it's heat. Smooth finish that keeps you coming back for more. Yeah, I mean, glad this thing's a 12-ounce bottle. This really is more of a. This is a 4-ounce beer. If that makes any sense to you, like you should be drinking 4 ounces and be satisfied. Like, it is sweet, it is thick, it is very decadent. Your palate does actually get fatigued by how sweet this beer is. But again, God forbid this beer was not barrel aged, right? But just absolutely fantastic. I haven't had one of these barrel aged hype kind of like pastry stout thingies recently. I don't really buy that, yeah, I'm sure I could figure it out where to find some, but like that's not really what I'm hunting for these days. Yeah, there's breweries that produce this, especially even locally. But this is very well done. Yeah, I mean, honestly, for me personally, I wish it was just the base beer. Obviously, just like give me the barrel, give me the stout. Don't even mess with the adjuncts. But it is fun always to have stuff like this. And for me, it's a hair sweet, a hair hot, but that's what this is. It's a barrel aged pastry stout. I don't know if it gets a ding. It's very good stuff. Yeah, it's a solid 4 or 5 ounce beer. That's all you need from it. Like, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy it, but I mean, it's very well constructed beer. So, you know me, yeah, not my cup of tea. Is very sweet, and I'm not a sweets guy. So let's go with the solid 95. If you're into this stuff, this is easily an A+ territory. Maybe not like 100 out of 100 kind of category, but like definitely an A+ category beer. If you're into pastry stout, and especially barrel aged pastry stout. I like it more than obviously most pastry stouts, but 95 is a solid, very amazing score. Shout out to Firestone Walker, absolutely delicious. Cheers later.